cut. Well, I don't think these shoes right here are gonna fit. Right here, it's gonna match the other. I want to talk to y'all for a minute about toe clips. I see a lot of folks who try to put toe clips on. Toe clips are a good thing if your horse can take it. You got your environment and all that kind of stuff. Workload, whatever. I don't think toe clips are for every horse. But fitting toe clips, I use my half round nippers. And then when I pull my clips, I already know about how big my clip's gonna be. So I'll come right here with my half rounds and I'll come up the wall a little bit to the height that I think that my clip is gonna be. I'm gonna come right in here and just take a little nip. If you can see up under there, that little notch already looks almost like the clip that I'm going to draw. So you come right down through here, and in the center, the point of your frog, that's where I aim every time. So we'll put this shoe in the fire. We'll get a clip drawn on it. And there's other things to this clip that we're going to do that's going to make it fit a lot easier and a lot better. All right, the shoe that we're putting on this horse today is a Delta TS8. It's a Challenger shoe, I think. I'm not sure, but anyway, this shoe right here already comes with a center mark basically on it. So one of the most important things I think is, unless you got a horse that you're trying to offset the clip on, you need to put you a center mark. So when you put that thing in the fire and it comes out, you know where your mark's going to be. You're not hunting for it. You're not guessing. One of the worst things that I hate is people who get clips burn off center, or they're off center, they're set off center. It makes the job look bad, especially if both of them are the same way. It also, you shape your shoe based on that center mark, and ultimately you're going to have one heel that's a little bit longer and one a little shorter because you've got that racked because you're measuring off the center punch mark. So right off the bat, try to get your center punch mark. I'm a bob clip kind of guy. I don't much use a ball peen anymore. All of my clips are bob punched, so we'll go through that and I'll show you how to dress a clip, how to center it up if you don't have it. If you don't have it centered, there's no shame in using a file. The next step of this clip right here, we're going to put that little bubble right over the edge, and with a round side, we're going to come down through here and just pinch a little bit of a material off. Got me a nice little bubble right there. That should draw a nice clip. Should be able to fit pretty good into that little notch that we've got in the foot, and be enough to allow for some cleanup with a file. All right, first couple of hits is going to be on the round side of my hammer. I'm going to come right here and just line right up with the edge of my hammer. See right there? I've already got almost a clip drawn. All I got to do is just finish forging it out. Alright, we'll come right here and we'll flatten up on the back. We'll come right here and we'll clean up the edges of the material. If you got good shoulders on your hardy holes, you can do that there. But right now, before I even pitch that clip or worry with anything else, I am going to come back here. I'm going to straighten up the edges of these clips a little bit. That'll probably burn on, look pretty nice. But what I do is I come back and I file a little bevel here and a little bevel here. When I get ready to burn that clip in, it's just a couple more edges there to lock into place. So, and if any reason that I miss the fit or I don't get it burnt back in far enough, I've still got a good bit of that material burn into the foot. So when I come forward and I rasp that down or I address that foot, even if I take some of that clip off, it's still going to be a feathered edge right here and right here. So you can dress that clip down to the foot and it still won't weaken the clip at all. It won't look like that you've missed the fit, or it won't look like that you've dug too far in, or it'll look nice. So that's the next thing that we're going to do. I'm going to put it back in and get a little hot, and we're just going to file it up, and then I'll go to the foot. I'll shape it a little bit and then go to the foot. The first thing I'm going to do is burn that clip in. Then everything else is going to be shaped around that. I can come right here, and if you can come right here and look at the angle that I'm filing this back bevel, it's going to be about that angle. See that angle right there? Just a little bevel. It's probably less than a 45. I'm gonna come right here and I'm gonna do the same thing here. And that's how that's gonna look. But I'm gonna dress this up right here while I got the file going. It's not really a lot of dressing to do. All right, the next thing I'm gonna do is I'll put this thing back in the fire, and I'll get the clip set, and I'll get that toe shaped how I want it, and then I'll go to the foot and I'll burn that clip in. All right, First thing we're going to do is come right to the horn here. We're going to set these edges in. See that right there? Edges are forged in. The next thing I'm going to do is try to put a radius in that clip, because that toe, you want that clip to be the same radius as the toe. I don't know how we can get a camera view for you to see that, but you come around that clip. I see people try to fit, they don't try to forge these clips to the shape of the foot, and then you got a round foot, and then you have a square or a flat clip. It just don't look good to me. So these three things that I did to these clips are there's things that I do to every clip. I do them to my side clips, my quarter clips, my toe clips. It helps me get a better fit. It helps me get them burned in a little easier. But then I'm going to put this back in, and I'm going to get this toe shaped a little bit, and then we're going to go to the foot and burn it. I know it's taking a little while for this process right here, but usually this takes me, I've got this done in about 2 heats. I'm going to make sure that I don't have any sole pressure behind my clip. Because once I get this clip burned in, I plan on just leaving that. I'm not going to go back, and I'm not going, once I get that toe fit, that's it. I'll shape the rest of the shoe from there. Alright. Get you a pair of fitting tones, or whatever it is you use that you're comfortable with, and be able to set this thing down, because you're going to have to set it down and look at it and maybe do some knifing on your source hole. But when you come to the foot over here, one of the first things, take your time doing this, because first, this is the place where I believe that everybody misses the fit. They're worried about everything else, and they don't worry about getting that clip fit. Okay, now I don't know if you can zoom in enough or not and see that, but you can see all of the edges that I filed into that clip. They're right there. And when I get ready to put this thing back on, there's 3 surfaces right there that is going to help me lock that clip into place, and I'm not going to miss that toe clip. I'm not going to miss that fit when I shape the rest of this and nail it on. So that part of it's done. Okay. All right. When I burn feet, it burns a little mushroom right here all the way around. And what I usually do is just take my dull rasp, and I'll come around through here and I'll just knock that little mushroom edge off right there. Does 2 things. It cleans that little edge off, and it's sharp sometimes. You'll cut your finger if you don't watch it. And it also, when you put your shoe on there, it leaves just a little edge. If you want to run, people call it a traveler's groove or whatever you want to call it. Sometimes it just leaves a little edge there for you to hook the edge of your rasp in. Right there, I've got that locked in. If you can look up under there, it's in there. Clip burn in nice. tight right here. I'm gonna need to adjust that, and then we'll come back and nail it on. All right, when I get this clip set, and I get it set like I want it, I'll lock it in place with the farthest nail back that I'm going to use. And I'll get that locked into place, and I'll come right in here in the toe, and I'll get these like I want them, and get them locked on down there. And then from here you can manipulate it any way you want to. You can move it around with your nails a little bit if you need to shift it one way or the other. Come in here and you block them. I'm intentionally staying off this till the end so you can see, if you can zoom in on that or get close to that, you can see how all of this is locked in, and it's about 3 swipes with a rasp, and that's going to be flush with a shoe. Okay. Alright, see right here, you can probably feel it. It's probably less than a 30-second. I'm down flush right there. Same thing over here. Flush already. gonna get this right here and sand on it. You can see right there already. You can feel just the slightest little divot. There it is.